Okay, so let's start with our Mousetrap car here in Rocket Cars Slash, and get a little drawing in and kind of get everything. You'll see I've added a little bit more. I've added some more popsicle sticks across here, and then a block here and a block here to give this more strength to hold our mousetrap itself. And so you can kind of see the measurements there for that mousetrap, and we're putting those in. Also, you notice our wheels and our axles going through, and all that fun stuff. And so we'll be adding all that this round. Okay, so let's zoom over here real quick, and here's our little deal we just finished up drawing with the last one. And I'm gonna move this out of the way for right now because it's kind of in the way. And oh, did I just delete that? Okay, I'm just gonna move it out of the way, and then that way I'll have room to draw. Oh, I did add in the little drawing here, you'll notice these pieces right here, and so you can see the two different ones. Kind of hatch them here real quick, and you can see them better probably. So you see that one right there, that's one popsicle stick going that direction. Let me fill all that in. Yeah, so that's one popsicle stick there, and then there's another one here. So, and then I wanted to overlap this and put a popsicle stick across that whole thing. So all I did was basically copied this popsicle stick and put it right here. And so kind of show you that real quick, hopefully. And I may have drawn mine in, but I'll copy it, make it easy for y'all. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'm going to use the rectangle command on it, and I'm going to draw a rectangle in here to fill this in. So I picked this little point right here. Whoops. Oh, I reversed my mouse. That's what it did. Okay, it's going to be annoying now. Okay, so sorry, I reversed my mouse. Pick that point right there, and I pull my rectangle over, and then pick the opposite corner right there. So it made basically a little rectangle the size of my popsicle stick. So I'm going to copy that. I'm just going to drag it out here so you can see it. So there's my rectangle I created, and I just copied it there. Yeah, and so I kind of messed up something, but that's all right. And then I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to pick the midpoint of it right there, and I'm going to pick the midpoint right there, okay? And I did draw a line across here to create that midpoint spot, so I just drew a line from the midpoint there to the midpoint there, okay, to create that. And so that gives us that popsicle stick, and you just need to do the other side the same way, copy it. Oh, I have to go fix something real quick. Let me pause this real quick. I'm going to fix something. Okay. All right. So we're back. Sorry about that. I had something reversed, and it was driving me crazy. All right. So what we're going to do is draw our wheel on here, and then we will mirror them around, and only have to create one, all that fun stuff. Okay. So I'm going to come right off of here, and I'm going to create a little area to pick right here. So I'm just going to draw a line from here to here, and then this will give me a midpoint, okay, so I can draw my axle, okay. So you have to kind of come off of something every once in a while, and I'm going to go not 12 inches, one inch, okay, just like that. Then I'm going to, the axle is 1/4 inch, so I'm going to divide that in half. So if I divide 0.25, which is a 1/4 inch, divided by 2, I get 0.125. So I'm going to do an offset right here. Click on offset right there, and then we'll type in half of 1/4, 125. Okay. Hit enter, and I'll pick both sides of my line, and I just picked the line and then chose it what side I want to go to. Okay. So once I put in that measurement, hit enter, and then pick your line in which direction you want it to go. Okay, so this is my little axle that'll go all the way across, and I'll kind of clean it up here a little bit and get that all fixed in here in a minute. But okay, so then our wheel is certain size too, and so So our wheel thickness is 0.062. Yeah, it's probably a little bit thicker than that, but that's all right. We'll go with that. Okay, 0.062, and then it's 2 1/4. Okay, so we're gonna have to kind of build this up here. So I want to put, so that wheel's going to be on the outside edge of this axle right here. So I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to do, since it's 2 1/4, we already know what half of a quarter is, so I'm going to go 1.125. So that would be half of, so if it was 2 1/4, we're going to split that in half, and then a 1/16 is 0.0625, and then we're going to come back this way, 2.25, and we'll come down, so that's the full length of it, and then come down 0.0625, that 1/8 of an inch, or 1/16 of an inch, sorry, and then we'll come back and just join it right back up there. Okay, so there's my little wheel attached and everything, just like it is over here. Looks like it's all good to go. Okay, so we have this, so I'm going to mirror it now and mirror it to the other sides. So I'm going to come up here to mirror, and I'm going to select everything. I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to mirror it with this midpoint right here. So I selected everything, I hit enter. Now it's asking for a mirror point. I want to mirror it from right here. Okay, and I have ortho on, which is F8. So all I do is pull my mouse around, and you'll see it form up there. And it says, do I want to delete the old object? I'll say no. Okay. And then I want to mirror it one more time. So I'm going to do mirror. And I'm going to select all this. It's got a lot to select here. Oh, let me select those because that won't go with it if it doesn't. And then let me go up here. I'm just using my roller and pushing down on it, and it lets me pan. Just kind of pan up here, pick everything, and just be careful not pick anything you don't want. Then I'm gonna, once I got everything selected, I'm gonna hit enter, and it's gonna ask for a mirror point. So I'm gonna pick this endpoint right here, the midpoint right there. So that's the middle of my object, and then you'll see it form over here, hopefully. And I'm going to say, it's gonna, so I clicked again, and it says erase old object. We'll say no. So there's my wheels. And then we'll kind of move it. Actually, I'm going to move my bracket, my box around here a little bit. So I'm going to click on my little box that makes up my, get my dimensions in there. Oops. And we get that too. Alright, so then we'll move this up so that my wheels are inside everything, something like that. So that looks good. Then I'm going to put my Mousetrap back in here, and we turn on ortho, or turn off ortho so you can see it there. And you'll notice it's way too big now and it's kind of in the way, so I'm going to click on it, and just like we did when we kind of made it, I'm going to do scale, and I clicked on scale over there in the modify area, and I'm going to just kind of scale this up a little bit until it kind of fits right in there. And I can click on this little blue thing, those are called grips, and I can kind of move it up so it's kind of spaced in there nice and neat. Okay. Alright, so you'll notice right here we need to build a space for the Mousetrap, and so I've added these extra pieces in here, and and so we'll draw the Mousetrap and then we'll put it in place. So I'm going to go like ortho on, and our Mousetrap is 3.875 or 3 7/8, and then it is 1.75 or 1 3/4 wide. Okay, so then do this one more time. 3.875. Hit enter. Come down here. So there's my Mousetrap. Okay, so I want to move it into place here, and then I can copy these and make kind of that a little bit easier to copy these over. Okay. So let me move this into place, And so I'm going to pick the midpoint here, and I'm going to pick the midpoint here. That should center everything, because this line is centered here, so we should be all good to go. And I could always dimension it and see if it's centered. So I got 2 1/4 there, and then the same spot over here. Make sure you pick the same spots. I'm just trying to see. So it is centered, so we're all good to go there. Okay, I'm just going to delete those out of the way. So you got that, we got this. So then I'm going to make another copy of this. Instead of having to redraw it all, I'm just going to try to copy it as best I can and pull it over and make this the midpoint. So I'll just drag it right there. So I'm going to say copy. And I'm just going to go into a little copying here and try to pick everything of my popsicle stick that I can. Okay, I got that. And then I want this little block so I don't have to redraw it. Okay, I got my little block. And then I'm going to get the block over here, just like that. And so I think we got everything. Oh, wait, I don't think I have that. Okay. It's going to ask for a midpoint or something, so I'm going to pick it right there, and I'm going to slide it over and put it right there. Okay, so that way it just copied everything, put everything in the right spot, and we're all good to go. Okay, so this will be my mousetrap area, just like over here, mousetrap area. We have wheels. What else we need? I think we're good. So there we are so far, mousetrap, and we may put a little text in there with the next video, but we'll leave that alone right there for right now.